That's right, and tonight we are going to be talking about the Rangers, because they're awesome. Probably a little Stars playoffs talk, and are the Mavs going to disappoint again?
We really need to go there again.
We're going to have to. They're our boys. We gotta
I don't know.
we gotta let everybody know what's going on.
I just want the playoffs to come.
Why don't you guys jump in the chat room at frontiertelevision.com, and we'll do our best to get you in on the topics with us.
Yes. How about that for a backing statement?
All right, and
Yes.
helping us out as always, and this time in studio with us live
Oh my God!
is producer Rich.
Yeah.
Now let's redo the intro.
Sweet. Let's run it again, guys. All right, Johnny. What do we got today?
I want to talk about. I think the first thing we need to do is we need to recap the 5 questions we asked ourselves before the Rangers season started, and see if we can answer any of them now.
Okay.
Because I think we can.
Can we?
I think we've got some answers here.
6 games in, we have answers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. Let's start with number 1. My question was, what is the Rangers' starting pitching rotation? We know that answer, don't we?
Well, we knew it before the season started.
No, we didn't. Well, we didn't know it whenever we did this show, so
Oh.
we found out later, but we never really discussed it. So here's what it is. C.J. Wilson is our starting pitcher, and our ace, if you want to call him that. Followed by Colby Lewis. These 2 guys we already knew were going to be in the mix.
Yeah.
After that, we have, let's see, Derek Holland who goes after that? Yeah.
The Dutch oven?
Holland came in. He was kind of a question mark coming in. I think people were worried about him. And he came in, had a really strong outing and quality start and got us a win. And then after that, you have Matt Harrison, who everyone was even more worried about. And he came in and had an even better outing, also got us a win. I think he pitched 7 innings, had like 8 strikeouts and 2 walks, and gave up a couple runs maybe? Anyway, he had the best outing yet. And then Tommy Hunter was going to be the number 5 starter, and he got hurt during spring training, and we knew he was going to be out. We just didn't know who was going to replace him right off the bat.
Was it a quad?
I think so.
Or a hammy?
Yeah, some leg muscle, whatever that is. And Alexio Gondo got the nod, so I think everyone was also, he was another question mark. He's never started a game. He had 2 pitches in his repertoire, and
He looks like a clown.
well, he looks like a lizard person.
He looks
if I'm
like
not
some
mistaken.
form of cartoon character. Definitely.
He's definitely creepy. I'll give him that.
I wouldn't let him watch my kids.
Well, yeah. I mean, he did spend a couple years in prison before he could come here and play because of the whole fake weddings to gain, get people into the United States. He was in part of this ring where they, fake married people to get him in here.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Him and another Rangers prospect who came back with him, they both had to go spend 2 years in prison. After they were signed to the Rangers, then they had to go back to Dominican Republic or wherever they're from and do time. And then they got out and came back in the middle of last season. That's why Agondo didn't have very many games. He came in halfway through the season because he just got out of prison.
He's straight
for
out of
human
Compton.
Trafficking, basically. Yeah.
Straight out of Compton, dog.
And apparently there were a lot of guys mixed up in that whole thing. So
did they find him in the back of a truck?
it wasn't a whole bunch of people. They just did they each had a wife they brought over that wasn't really a wife. They just did it to get them into America kind of thing.
Well, we know how that goes.
Right. So, but anyway, they got busted.
It's a piece on the side, right? You know what I'm talking about, Johnny.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Rich?
Please stand by.
Right? Right? Okay.
No, I got jokes.
Okay.
Or do I?
Anyway, so Alexio Gondo came in. Everyone was worried about Alexio Gondo. I, of course, was not. I picked him up as a free agent and brought him
buy
on.
and sack.
I brought him onto my fantasy team.
There's no way you knew that Alexio Gondo was going to pick 6 scoreless innings.
I did. Yeah.
No.
Well, I assumed he would have a quality start. I assumed he would do what was needed of him, and he did. He came through for me. He added another pitch. He has a nasty curveball now that Greg Maddux taught him just over spring training. So with those 3 pitches, he dominated, man. He pitched 6 innings. The only reason he came out after that is because he had a blister on his finger. Otherwise, he probably could have gone 7. He didn't have a lot of strikeouts. I think he had 4 strikeouts. He walked a couple of guys, but he pitched 6 shutout innings. No runs.
Yeah, you really can't complain with his production last night. I mean, he's playing well above his paper so far. You know what? What's another question? Isn't there another pitching-related question on there?
I had who's going to be in our bullpen, because that was a question after Alexi Ogando was out of there. We didn't know if Neftali Feliz was going to be a starter or a closer, so that was the other one, was who's in our bullpen.
So I guess you can say that, yeah, the bullpen, you haven't seen it too much, which is a good thing.
Well, they've actually been
O'Day's been pretty good.
Well, O'Day's had come out 3 times now, and every time did fantastic after a horrible spring training. So O'Day's back. Oliver's done well since he came back. Rhodes made it happen today. He got us through an inning or 2.
How about Mark Lowe?
Well, okay, here's the thing with Mark Lowe. Did you watch that? You didn't watch that game.
Sadly, I had to work like a chump.
He gave up a couple of runs. He got some guys on base. I think they got like a couple of hits off him, and then I think a couple guys scored off of those guys. But he was pitching really well. The balls that were hit very weakly, and they were really just lucky shots. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm just saying that because I'm a Rangers fan, but I think from anybody's standpoint, if you watch that game, these shots were just in the right place, right down the hole. You can't quite get to them just in time. Anywhere else, it would have been an easy out. I think he's going to be okay. I think that was just, they really got some lucky shots in there. I mean, his pitches were where they wanted them to be. These guys were just hitting them, and they weren't even hitting them very well, but they got right where they needed to, and then we all know what happened after that. But, the Rangers hung on and won it still because, we've got some other guys in our bullpen that are decent and came in and saved the day. So Neftali Feliz, he's had 2 opportunities to make saves, and he's got both of them. He's in there.
Handily.
Yeah, I mean, he's dominating in there. I know we've only been through the rotation once, but I'm much more. I wasn't confident in our pitching at all, and now after seeing this first week of baseball, I mean they're up there. I mean we're 6-0. Obviously, our offense is unfreaking believable, but you got to have pitching too, and they've been. I mean, all of our pitchers now have pitched had a quality start. So that's really impressive.
Good point.
And I guess that brings up one of my other questions that I had was, is this batting order as amazing as I think it is? And the answer is better.
Yes.
It's better than I thought it was.
Dude.
And the thing is, they've done like a different lineup every night so far, and they've been successful with all of them. They've put Michael Young at first, second, Moreland's played outfield, Napoli's played first, catcher. They're moving them all around, and they're just dominating.
How about, and even Elvis is getting into the hitting. So
Elvis had his first home run in
700 and something games.
Yeah. Well, 705 at bats. He didn't hit a home run all last season. And so, of course, they gave him the silent treatment whenever he got back to the dugout, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
They all just kind of sat there and looked bored and disinterested when he got back to the dugout. He's all pumped up, and then they can't bear it anymore, and they all...
Happens all the time, yeah. Another home run, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. He went in there and started air high-fiving people, and then he just threw his helmet out of a warm-up, and they all jumped up. It was funny. So, yeah, everybody... As a matter of fact, I think they said every single person... Every spot in the lineup has hit a home run except for the number 3 spot, which solely belongs to Josh Hamilton, which is insane. The MVP last season, wasn't he a Silver Slugger also? He had the best batting average in
it won't take him long.
American League or baseball altogether, and he's the only one who hasn't hit a home run yet. Bourbon also hasn't, but you don't really... Everybody else
expecting out of Bourbon.
Yeah. I mean, Bourbon...
Just don't commit any errors.
Yeah, and he saved our butts. He saved 2 runs last night on an amazing catch. That's what ended up saving Lowe, was his amazing catch in the outfield that kept 2 of those guys on base and kept Seattle from getting that lead. So he's playing some solid defense. He had a stupid error on the first play of opening day, but he's coming around. His batting it's never been very good. So, but the rest of our lineup is so good it doesn't matter.
How about David Murphy?
He's a stud. And not only... Okay, the two guys that are kind of our weaknesses in our lineup, David Murphy and Mitch Moreland, they bat, towards the back lineup 7 and 8 whenever they play, somewhere in there, and they're just crushing it. I mean, Mitch Moreland, he went off today. He had a double today. Yesterday he had a double and a triple. David Murphy had that home run the other night. He's hit a double to win that game the other night in Seattle. I mean, these guys, they're all just stepping up. And granted, I mean, these guys aren't going to be able to play like this all season long. There's no way we can have a whole lineup on top of their game like this all season long. But, every win counts, and they're just making it happen right now. They're one win away from tying an all-time franchise record for most consecutive wins to start the season off at 7. So they started the season with 2 straight sweeps, one against the team heavily favored to win the World Series this year. We embarrassed them and chased them out of town.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're just looking amazing. There's really nothing to complain about right now. I'm loving it as a Rangers fan.
Yeah,
I just can't get enough.
You really can't say 6-0. The record's 7-0, set in '96, I think it is.
Yep.
So, good times.
Yeah, they're looking really good. They have an off day tomorrow, so I'm disappointed. I'm been getting really, really happy about baseball every day, but I'll let them have a day off, I guess. They got a tough series ahead of them. They got to play Baltimore next, who is. They started off 4-0. I don't know. I think they played tonight. I don't think they've played yet though. So they're off to a really good start too, and they have
the Boreals.
I'm not really familiar with their pitching staff, but their lineup is pretty tough. They got a really good lineup. They got Vladdy now as their cleanup guy.
Oh, that's right. They won the Vlad sweepstakes.
And they have an excellent outfielder, Nick Markakis, who he's a solid hitter. He's been coming through this season very well.
Like so well?
He's on my fantasy team, so obviously he's really good. Although I say that, Sean Figgins is on my fantasy team too, and he's like 0 for 8 in his last 8 at bats. So.
Made the Johnny cut, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I kind of put a hex on him. He's not supposed to do well when he plays the Rangers, so I'll give him a pass for that. But yeah, Markakis, they got Vladdy, they got a couple other guys. Their lineup's really good. They've been winning games, and it's going to be a tough series for us.
They got a bird on their hat. They got it all.
Yeah, they have a stupid-looking bird on their hat. What's up with that?
It's like an Oriole or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
is
one
it
of those.
Sponsored by Twitter this
Is
year.
it a blue jay?
Yeah.
Or is it an Oriole?
Well, I think
Or
since
maybe it's
they're
a cardinal.
the thing is they're called the Orioles, so I would probably an Oriole.
I don't know. I think we might want to Google that.
No,
The hell is an oral?
I think we got it's a bird.
It's a cookie, Richard.
Apparently. Yeah, come on, you know that.
I'm going to eat that mascot.
Now I do have one. I take that back. I do have one complaint about the Rangers, and it's not with the team. I went to a game today, and this always bothers me when I go to baseball games, and I know every team does it, but it needs to stop, people.
Baseball games?
Fans,
Oh.
okay, listen up. When the opposing team is on the field, okay, and we've got a guy on first who's got a lead. He's let off a little bit, all right, and the pitcher throws it over to first to keep him in check. You don't have to boo him. We can do it all day long and nobody boos. Why do we boo whenever the other pitcher throws it to first? It's okay. It's part of the game. They're not delaying the game. Okay, there's strategy involved in that. If you got a guy on first base, and there's not 2 outs yet. There's no outs or 1 out. You want to keep that guy as close to first as possible because you want to keep a double play in play. The closer they get to second base, the less chance you have of turning a double play. It's strategy, okay? They're not doing it to slow the game down. Quit booing. You're stupid.
I think
okay?
they're doing it to maybe make him drop the ball.
No, because then you just yell, bah!
Those Major League players.
You don't boo after they threw it.
Imagine they did that in basketball.
Where do you people come from?
Yeah, oh my gosh! What? Oh, you
You see
almost
the
dropped
opposing
that.
teams on the foul line in basketball, they're like,
Yeah.
They got a big brick or whatever that they
Yeah.
put up. They give the people right behind the goal.
Yeah, see, this isn't that. This is people just booing, and I have no idea why. Because I guess they don't understand baseball. I don't know, but now
But
I'm telling
boo.
you, wait, no,
We have Richard booing our show.
no, don't do that. That's uncalled for.
It's just part of the show. We ramble. We no.
We're here to boo each
It's
other.
strategy.
Anyway, I just want to tell all baseball fans out there.
Immature
Don't,
baseball fans, new people to it. Oh, Rangers! I heard they're pretty good. I'm gonna go see some baseball.
yeah, don't come in there booing at stuff like
I
that.
showed up for the $1 hot dog. Look at this. What is this?
Yeah. Hey, are they booing? I should boo,
It's a
right?
dollar
Something
boo.
bad happened. Yeah.
Whoa! Is that what we're doing?
This is neat. I like baseball.
Wow, are they going to hit a pitch?
You took it too far, Ryan.
Shut up.
Okay, let's not dumb it down.
Oh, yes.
Lord.
When we're talking to you, we never
Come on.
need to.
Oh man, this guy. Anyway, so I guess that's all I got for baseball. Oh, also one more little curious stat. No team that's ever started the season 0-4 has ever won a World Series. So take that, Red Sox.
Suck it.
Suck on that,
Suck it.
Mark. All right,
Yes.
Ryan. Is there anything you'd like to talk about?
Back to you, Ryan.
Yeah.
Back to you in studio, Ryan.
I need to get back. I need to get better with my handoffs.
Literally right next to
Yeah, you do, man. You're fumbling that snap before you hand it off here. It's not a very smooth transition.
What is
Bartolos
that?
in chat said there needs to be a class for baseball fans.
There should. There really should.
It's like
Then Johnny needs to be in
defensive
it.
fanning.
Yeah.
Fanny.
Now,
Defensive fanning.
Sweet.
so I take that as no.
Oh, I do have something.
Okay.
Thanks, Johnny. All right, it has come to my attention, and I noticed this the other night. I'm gonna punch the shit out of you
Oh, maybe we'll get some viewers.
tonight at Half Minute Sportscast.
This is part of the broadcast where we beat the crap out of people.
That's what NASCAR does for their commercials. You know, they're like, "Oh, come see the excitement," and they show like two drivers like fighting on the
With the
side,
helmets
and, like,
still on,
cars,
just like, bam,
cars
bam.
crashing and blowing up, and it's like those are none of those things should actually be happening.
Dragon with a sword.
Yeah, none of that. That's all bad things about NASCAR. What do you? What's everybody? You're not allowed to do that stuff. You get in trouble for that. Anyway.
All right, so before I got derailed here, it's come to my attention that I've noticed a new form of douche.
Oh, that sounds gross.
Now, Johnny, what is a douche?
That's typically the guy that.
Wrong answer. I should say you're a douche.
Start over.
So, Johnny, what exactly is a douche?
I'm talking to one, right? Because you'll edit that. He'll edit it, so it'll.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
So new type of douche, you say, Ryan?
Anyway, typical douche. You got your hat slightly askew. Typically, you probably drive a jacked up truck sometimes
Upside down visor.
to maybe overcompensate for something. Yeah, upside down visors are pretty typical. Maybe a wife beater out in public. Things along those lines. Mainly the main definition for a douche is the undeserved sense of accomplishment. When they walk around acting like they are basically everything.
Yes, Rich.
Rich is transforming before our eyes into a douche. So, look at this.
Oh,
dude.
nice
Popping
chain.
the collar. He's got to pop the
He's
collar.
got a sweet
up.
chain
Yeah.
that goes into his ears.
Yep.
Yeah.
Polo shirt with the collar popped up, and your cargo shorts with your flip flop.
Well, how else are you going to wear your polo shirts, dude?
Well, I typically would. Well, I don't. But if I did, I'd probably have the collar
you just
down.
slipped up. It's okay. Actually, you're wrong, Johnny. A douche is a...
Edit that out. Oh my god. Nobody actually says what it actually is, right? That's part of the brilliance of it.
Whatever, Johnny. Probably, maybe, might be locally bound here to Texas.
Oh no.
Unfortunately,
A local douche.
local douchery, like people are coming in for safaris to view the new kind of cowboy douche.
Oh. Okay, go ahead. I got something to say after you're done, though. It's good. I have noticed.
You don't
I may
have to
noticed
say
what
that.
you're
You
talking
can just
about.
say something.
The Cowboys. Now, I've been onto this for a while, and some of you may not like me after I say that, and after I say this, and if you don't like me after I say this,
Then you're
I don't-
probably one of the new forms of douche.
I don't know
Send
what's
your
wrong with
email
you.
to-
Yeah.
So, I've noticed it for a while in music, specifically two people.
Okay.
Well, a person in a group: Keith Urban and
Okay.
Rascal Flatts.
Okay.
Okay, let's start there. Keith Urban. You want to have long hair? That's fine. I understand. Now,
So
you don't want to
cowboy
wear
with like earrings and stuff.
Yeah, and
Okay.
every video has this 80s fan machine that's got his stupid hair blowing where he can just kind of oh yeah, catch the wind and then face the camera.
When
Just
any-
totally put myself into it, man.
What I don't get about that is, dude, don't cowboys frown on the earrings and things like that? Doesn't that make you queer?
Johnny? So, not only is it the hair, fine, maybe you can lean on that, but then you want to wear your button-down shirt. That's fine. But it's not okay when you wear it 4 buttons down and you want to wear jewelry and you got big rings, earrings.
Don't do that.
And you're not even real country. You're like more pop music than country, but you're going to say you're country.
Country douche, if you will.
Country douche. Now, the Rascal Flats. Now, some fat ass frosting his tips with the same aforementioned jewelry and button-down shirt and says he's country when you have more vibratos than words. I don't need to hear you coursing your voice up and down like you're hitting the side of the road, those little speed bumps. I don't need your voice changing like that much, dude. Just sing a note, man.
Vibrato.
If you can sing, carry it. That's fine. All right, my music gripe is over. Now let's just on to the douchey part, the main douchey part. Well, see now, all these bands, and I hate to say it, a lot of local bands are doing it.
Okay.
They look at these people and say, "Wow, that's what country is, right?" Because people love this stuff. But I mean, forget about the George Straits and the Alan Jacksons that know how to sing and act right, look right. Well, now all these local acts are getting into it, and they got to be super douche too, which is even worse than that because it's just an accelerator for the normal douche to cross over the normal douche barrier and try to become the cowboy douche. So I think you're going to get more people catching on now that they see their local people that they feel more connection to than these big superstars.
Okay.
Now I saw a commercial the other night for, I don't want to say the band because they are local, but very douchey commercial.
I want you to say the name of the band.
You can if you want to.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going. But it was a jeans commercial. Fine. People do jeans commercials. But now it's like taunting the fact that he's such a rock star and let's get a shot of the drummer getting his drum set up and let's get a shot of you. Right as you hit a note, you jump off and right as you land, everybody just lands on that note and then it starts jamming out.
That
I get
sounds
that.
kick-ass.
Yeah. But I don't want jeans commercial where I see cowboys with f***ing chains on their pants like it's in the 90s holding it to their wallet. Not just one chain, mind you.
Yeah, I don't get
I'm
that.
talking 3 layers of chains.
I've noticed that. That is really weird. This hybrid cowboy
So,
douche.
explain to me,
Urban
when the
cowboy.
hell did
Yeah.
cowboys need to wear f***ing chains? Sorry, I
Earrings.
cussed again. Oh my god, I'm such a potty
It's
mouth.
okay. You're on your soapbox, and that's
Is it okay?
For those of you
Yeah.
watching live, just cover your ears.
Yeah.
Cover your earmuffs. So yeah, I can't stand that crap, man. What's so bad about just playing music? Why do you gotta not make it about the music and more about how you look and your image?
I'll tell you why.
I don't like any band that does that.
I'll tell you why. Lady freaking Gaga. That's why. She's taking it to that level, dude.
I
And
think
everyone comes back with well, she's really talented. Okay, well, if you're so freaking talented, then be normal and be talented. Why do you have to dress like a freaking psycho? I don't
Well,
get that.
see,
She's a hybrid douche too, then.
well, no, see,
She's not this kind. She's not your cowboy hybrid. But
but you expect it out of that culture.
But why? What?
I don't know why, but
You-
it's okay for pop people to do it because that's what they got to do. Because all pop music in top 40, it's all about your image. It's all about listen to this, look at this, look at this.
And
Now
typically
eat it
the people that
1,800
like
times
top
a day,
40 are
and
the
then
same
we'll
way.
stop playing it in 2 weeks, and you can move on to whatever. But with country music, it's supposed to have a good message. It's supposed to be heartfelt and all this other stuff. It's like it's a little bit different of a medium.
Yeah.
I can't stand douches.
This is a Texas network. Okay.
That's true.
We represent this state.
And I wish I didn't notice it here. And hopefully they're doing it other places. Well, not hopefully, but hopefully we're not the only ones doing it. But I don't know. I can't stand that. It bugs me.
Okay. So,
It's like a sports.
Texans, you heard it here first.
Whoa. It's like a football player that wants all the praise without actually doing anything. It's like, dude, if you're so awesome and you go to all these parties, you do all this stuff, how come you're the third string wide receiver on this team?
False sense of accomplishment. 90% of football players are douchebags. I don't know if you know.
True,
That's
but
one of the
sports-
reasons I hate football.
In sports, rather than music is subjective because it can be considered art. Sports are not. It's either
Johnny,
you suck or you
90%
don't.
of football players are at the door. They want to talk to you.
Bring it. Yeah, they don't have anything better to do right now, do they? Yeah.
I'm gonna defend you.
Get it?
To the end.
That's why we broadcast from
To the end
undisclosed
of
location.
peace until you started getting beat up, and then I'm out of here.
Okay,
Sweet.
that's fine.
Cool.
I'm okay with that.
Great.
Word.
Word.
That'd make
was
good TV. If they want to come here and beat my face,
Oh,
then-
I'd film the shit out of that.
Yeah, dude.
You get close up, dude.
That would go
please.
viral so fast.
Oh my God, what's happening?
Look at all these
Hold
famous
on.
football guys beat up this little white kid. Not to
what
mention,
breaks his
not to mention
cheekbone.
the money I'd get out of that. Oh,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I kind of
Attention,
like
NFL.
this.
If
I
you
kind of
would
like
to get
this.
Johnny live on the air. We won't
Don't beat up Johnny,
We'll
guys.
sell tickets. That's terrible. No, we got
We got a hurt show host.
Okay,
It's better when I'm not here.
that was good. I like that. I have
Yeah.
noticed that, but I never really thought of it as a hybrid douche. But it
It's
really
a new
is.
kind of douche, man.
It is.
Be aware.
Good
A
observation.
sleeper cell. Even
A sleeper cell of douches.
Yeah.
They're terrorizing our country.
Texans are cool. We don't have to worry about them. Wait, they're douches.
Man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so,
Well,
Trivia.
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
trivia.
sure. Let's go
Guys
trivia
ready for
in
some
here.
trivia tonight?
I'd heart
Let's do it.
trivia.
Trivia once again provided by the You Can't Brew That on Television webcast, which we bring to you every night. Every night.
Every night.
week. Coming soon,
Wow.
5 days a week. No, it's Monday nights at 7 o'clock here if you want to hear about home brewing or craft beer making or drinking, as is more often the case. Kyle brings a trivia question to you guys tonight, and he asks, what is the women's record for clean and jerk
Oh,
in Olympic weightlifting?
well, hang on.
Not dirty and jerk, clean and jerk.
But I don't.
Is that require? Is that involve dishes?
Could you explain that category? What
It's,
are they?
I believe it's sports.
Clean and jerk
They-
is weightlifting, dude.
Clean and jerk. Okay,
In Olympic weightlifting.
that's
That's what I make every date do.
that's kind of yeah. That what
What is this? What about this is perplexing you, man?
do we need a record? What are we asking?
Jesus.
I got really sidetracked when he just said
He's all hot and bothered.
He said
cleaning and
clean
jerking is
and he just
an
got
Olympic
derailed.
event.
Any guesses?
So in any
Wait,
kind
what
of
are we
thing-
guessing? The
Oh my
world
God.
record
The record.
for jerking
For women's
Are
clean
you
and jerk.
For
okay?
women's jerking.
Yeah.
Uh,
And we're talking weight here, Johnny.
to like
So the answer should
20?
not be in volume.
15 seconds. Is that I don't. Seems like that'd be world record pace. I don't know.
That was a world record for the dumbest answer ever.
I don't know what you guys.
It's weight.
Are getting all crazy with
How
me.
much?
Weight, dude.
Let's see. They're women. I think it would be safe
Like
to
5
say.
pounds.
Let's go with like 300 pounds.
All right, not too far off what Bartonomous is saying in chat. He says 350.
Well,
Plenty
don't
above
listen
it.
to him.
I'm gonna say
14 inches.
I'm gonna go around.
That is the
I'm gonna
official
go a little over. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna go a little over. Some of those broads can get pretty butched up.
$1.
What?
You
That's
might
not
be
an
confused.
appropriate unit.
Also.
I'm gonna say 360.
All right. Well, the actual answer, you might be surprised to learn, is 182.5 kilograms, about 402 pounds.
Oh, who's the
dang.
winner?
All right, we've got
I'm
a
closer.
bonus. Would you like the bonus question?
Heck yeah.
Since we have nothing to risk. The bonus question is, who set the record?
But
This is Olympic weightlifting, women's.
What?
Come
Like
on, seconds on
anybody
the
can
clock.
even know that.
let's try. I'll guess country. A Russian chick. A Russian chick probably.
Yeah.
did it.
Vladivania.
Is a Russian? Is the nationality gonna suffice?
Guess a nationality. Go. It'll be fun. Hurry.
I'm gonna say.
Czechoslovakia.
It's actually the same thing.
I'm not good with over
I'm
there
gonna go
stuff.
with the Ukraine.
Ukraine, a lot of Eastern European guesses. The answer is Gong Hong Tang of China.
China.
Achieved that in the 2004 Athens Olympics.
Dude.
Come on, women. Get
She
your
is-
shit together.
Well, I think she did, and she could probably beat
Yeah.
you up to prove it.
She lifted
Once
400
again,
pounds
let's
this
do
year.
it live on the air.
Now, was she doing it wearing a maid's outfit?
Dude, you don't want to see those
Johnny,
chicks dressed
the
up like
Chinese
that.
Women's Weightlifting Association is at the door, and I'd like to talk to you.
Bring it on.
All of them.
Ooh, she gonna
We're out of room in the green room.
She's gonna lift some kilograms,
Oh, I'm so scared.
some kgs.
She gonna clean and jerk me? Oh no.
Mark.
Well, that's what they do, right? That's what it's
Thank you,
called.
Kyle, for that over at TK through that.
Thanks, Kyle.
The master
For that wonderful,
derailing shows.
wonderful
He probably,
gold.
probably a reason he picked
He's
us.
actually not a huge women's weightlifting fan.
No, I thought Kyle was an aficionado.
Okay. Well, let's touch on the Dallas Stars.
You touch on him, because I don't want to.
I
That's
would
kind of gay.
touch all over him on the topics at hand. I don't know why you're being so weird.
Thank you for your drops tonight, by the way.
Well, somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to do a show next week. We can just string out your drops.
Let's put Robot Johnny.
All right. Well, the Stars are in a little bit of a predicament here. What do they got? 3 games left in the season. They are in 9th place, just out of playoff contention. They're a couple of points out, so with, I guess, technically with 1 win and the other teams not winning any, we could potentially get into the playoffs. But to be safe, really, they need to, if not win out, they need to at least get a couple of wins and an overtime loss, something like that.
No. We need about 3 games out with 2 points to gain. And
That's assuming those other teams aren't gaining points also.
Well, no, yeah, we need the Blackhawks to lose.
We basically need to just win the rest of our games.
Yeah, that's all you can do. And even if you do that, you're not guaranteed a spot.
Right. Well, yeah, you are. If
No,
they
you're not.
if they win the next 3 games, they're in good shape. They are in.
No, they're not.
How?
Because they have to have losses. They have to have help.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
How many games do those teams have left? They don't have as many as we do.
We have
3 games.
We have
left.
games in. We had games in hand over teams in the Western Conference, not necessarily over those teams.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it here,
Prove me wrong.
live on
Prove
air.
me wrong.
From this is my opinion. If the Stars win out, they are guaranteed a spot. There, I said
It's a
it.
60% chance.
I'm guaranteeing it. You have Johnny's guarantee, so
We'll take that for
bet
it.
on that, suckers. Right?
So,
Sure.
That was
So-
I'm confident.
Why are you yelling?
The microphone's way over there.
Oh, okay.
shut up about the mic being crappy.
That's I guess that's really all I have to say about the Stars.
Do it live!
I don't like their chances if they do get into the playoffs if they're going to continue playing like this.
True, but you get to look at last year Philadelphia. The Flyers getting in, and they got in the last game
That's true.
on an overtime shootout,
Yeah.
and they went all the way to the finals.
Yeah. And I think really, even if they went out in the first round, just making it to the playoffs would be really good just for
Well, they haven't been there.
business and for fans' sake. Because you're going to lose, I think you might lose some fans if you go 3 years. The not hardcore fans, if you go 3 years without playoffs, the guys that are just kind of in it for fun, you might come back next season and have even worse crowds than you had this season. I mean,
How about
you need
losing
to...
Brad Richards?
Yeah, and not to mention, you're probably going to lose Brad Richards, that would hurt badly. So, Stars, you need to win out.
You heard it here first.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
guys.
Really? Nobody else has said that?
No one else, I don't think.
You heard it here first.
I think no one cares
Amanda,
but us.
because you're the only one watching.
Aww.
So, I don't know. Basically, my Mavs talk was the exact same speech. They're already in the playoffs, but
I'm just kind of.
they haven't beat a playoff team in months
They're
since
losing.
January.
They're on a 3-game losing streak.
They're on a 3-game losing streak. Their offense sucks right now. I don't see them getting out of the first round.
I don't know. I just want to see. I want to see something before the end of the season and see who they're playing. But I'm on the fence.
I'd love for them to do well, but I don't have that feeling I had at the beginning of the season where I felt like they were invincible. They were beating everybody. Anyone that came in here with a winning streak got beat down. Like we were dominating all the top teams, and then
Karan got hurt.
after the All-Star break, well, even after Karan got hurt, we were still doing fine, but we've just been kind of steadily after we got dominant enough to get into the playoffs easily, without really trying anymore. They've just kind of slacked off. I mean, when they get out there, there's always the threat of them blowing the lead in the fourth quarter. It always comes down to the last few minutes. It doesn't matter who they're playing. We don't blow anybody out. I mean, they just don't. I don't feel confident whenever they take the floor anymore, like I did at the beginning of the season. and they're not giving me any reason to. They can't beat a playoff caliber team. They aren't beating any of the top teams. They're not doing it right now. I mean, if you're going to come into the playoffs and do something special and turn it up to a different level, great. But right now, you're out in the first round, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think everything you said is pretty much spot on.
So there's some hot opinions for you folks.
For sure.
For those of you.
Good time to
Didn't
be a
know what
North
was going
Texas
on.
sports fan, or best time?
I think it's a great time to be actually because of the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
Oddly enough,
That's what I was
go
going to say.
figure.
Baseball season has started. You forgot.
the ones that exactly. And you know, if I would be pissed off right now if baseball season wasn't going on and we weren't 6-0 because they are taking my mind completely off of all these playoff woes that are going on in the other two leagues. So. Yeah, it is a good time to, and then the fact that we have our hockey team is in the running for the playoffs, and our basketball team is in the playoffs already. I mean, it really is.
Our football team's got a great stadium.
They have a really nice stadium.
Have you seen the TV in there?
We got a nice new contract.
Guys that get paid a lot of money. I mean, it's good.
New
got
CBA.
concerts.
Yeah, But yeah, it is a good time to be a North Texas sports fan for sure.
And the Texas douches are on the run.
Yeah,
Running
except for
wild.
except for those hybrid
Webcast Network.
douches.
Hunt them down. We need douche hunting leases.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a new sport.
Let the douches go.
I'm not really into hunting, but I could probably get into that.
Just leave open Smirnoff ices out.
Yeah.
Under giant boxes with strings attached.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a brand new pink shirt under a box or something.
Yeah, a nice pink polo laying over there with the collar ironed upward, you know.
Yes, ironed.
Maybe a gold chain laying around somewhere.
It's got cardboard in it, just straight up.
Okay. That's a good stopping point.
I think that's all for the sports cotton candy tonight.
Okay. I'll give you that. Why don't you guys join us again next week?
Oh, okay.
Right here on the Lone Star Webcast Network at FrontierTelevision.com.
Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and download all our free crap.
Yeah, you can find the RSS link and our link to our Facebook page, which you really need to go be a fan of if you're not already, by the way, folks. And our Twitter feed, which don't really use that anymore
If you're
right now.
if you're not already.
But you can find all of those links at FrontierTelevision.com/sports.
Sweet.
So, until next time,
Yeah.
Then the script says, look at co-hosts.
fade to black.